Hi everybody! In this video, we're going to create some boundaries on our space. So, let's begin. Boundaries are a way to differentiate or section your space. These sections can be in the form of rooms, departments, zones, work areas, or anything that is meaningful to you. When used in combination with icons, boundaries help you easily keep track of where your icons are on your space. And since each type of boundary is assigned a unique color, you can easily get an all-inclusive view of your entire space. Your trial comes with some preloaded boundary types. If you want to create your own, I explain that in the Types and Fields video, so make sure to go check it out. Alright, let's create some boundaries. First, open your space in the Space Editor. Next, open the Boundary panel from the toolbar and select a boundary type. This panel displays all the types of boundaries that are available for use. I'll select Room. Click and hold on the area where you want to start drawing the boundary, and then move the cursor diagonally to start drawing. Simple. Let's draw one more. Click, hold, and draw. Now you might be thinking, what if the boundaries I have in mind are not rectangular? No problem. Let's draw a boundary around this room that has an irregular shape. Select the boundary type like before. This time, I'll go with department. Click to start drawing the boundary. Then move the cursor to the next location, and click again. Great! I've created what's called a polyline. Now continue to draw polylines until you reach the starting point of the boundary. To complete the boundary, simply click on the starting point once again. Voila! Maybe your room is circular in shape, or triangular. Whatever the shape, you can draw a boundary for it. Here's something interesting about boundaries. Once you create a boundary, you can resize it, as well as change its shape at any time. To resize, all I have to do is simply select the boundary on the space. Click the Edit button on the action bar to get into the edit mode. These circles you see are the anchor points of the boundary, and they're always visible in edit mode. Alright, let's make this room a bit bigger. Hold down the Control key and drag the polyline in the direction you want until you have the correct size. Once I'm happy with resizing, all I have to do is confirm it. Easy. Now let's look at how to change the shape of a boundary. First, get into edit mode. Then click on an anchor point and reposition it as I do. Now obviously this is not the shape I want. So, to get the correct shape, let's click along the polylines to add more anchor points. And drag them into position. To delete an anchor point, simply drag the point you want to remove onto another point. And confirm. We have changed the shape of the boundary. So, we have some boundaries created. Now what? Well, you can add details to them. And yes, the fields you see here are all customizable under Settings. Notice that the shape of the boundary is also shown on the tab. You can move the boundary around the space. Just grab the edge of the boundary and drag it around. You can even move several boundaries together, as well as rotate them using the Rotate button on the action bar. You can clone the boundaries using the Copy and Copy to Stamp options. And use the Boundary tab to easily locate your boundary on the space. Let's move away from the Space Editor and head over to the Boundaries module. In here, I can see all the boundaries in my portfolio, not just for a single space. I can use the Quick Find field on the action bar, or the Filter tab to quickly find boundaries. Edit boundary details, and connect documents if needed. Use the Quick Links button to locate my boundary on the space in the Space Editor. Create curated lists of boundaries and share with the team using views. Make sure to check out the views video to learn more. And finally, export the table of boundaries in different formats. Those were the basics of boundaries. I hope this video gave you some insight on how you can make use of boundaries for your space. Thank you for watching.